up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is Melissa if you're new here. Today we're going to be talking about self-tanners. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's don't waste any time. We are going to be comparing and reviewing this new St Tropez self-tan in Extra Dark. This is their newest one. They have not had this out very long, and I have not seen, I think I've seen 2 or 3 videos on it total on YouTube, and that's it. And this is the Loving Tan Deluxe Bronzing Mousse in Ultra Dark. This is what I've been using for over 2 years, and I have been using this one right here for 3 weeks. So I feel like I've been wearing them both long enough for them to do their job and to give you guys a good, thorough review. So let's go ahead and get started. I told you I've been using this Loving Tan forever. I do love this stuff. This is, like I said, in the Ultra Dark, so this is an 8-hour wear. This is in Extra Dark, and this is also an 8-hour wear. This one says that you can wear it for 4 hours if you don't want your tan to be as dark, but I go ham and I go ahead and wear it for 8 hours because I want to be as dark as possible, right? That's the whole point of getting Extra Dark. As far as the sizes on this, you can tell that there is a huge difference in the size of the bottles. The St Tropez comes with 6.7 fluid ounces, and the Loving Tan is only 4 ounces compared to this. So as far as cost, this is $45 and the Loving Tan is $39.95. So there is a $5 difference, but I broke that down for you guys, and you actually end up getting more for your money with this one because this one, the St Tropez, is $6 and some change per ounce, and the Loving Tan is $9.99 per ounce. So you might want to keep that in mind. If you want to spend an extra $5, you're actually getting more use and more product out of this guy right here. So let me go ahead and just compare and tell you what I do and do not like about the two. The Loving Tan, like I said, I've been using this forever. It does dry quickly, okay? Whereas this right here, St Tropez, does not dry. I mean, I can sleep in it and still wake up the next morning and feel sticky behind the knees or between my legs where I have slept with my knees together and stuff. That is the one thing that I absolutely do not like about this one, is that it is so sticky. This one, it says it dries in 60 seconds, which is not true. It usually takes about 15 minutes to dry down where I'm comfortable, where I'm not sticky at all. But this one right here, it never dries down for me. This could just be me personally, but that is the one, that is my biggest peeve about this one, is that it does not dry, like, totally ever. With that said, the Loving Tan is not as dark as this one. Now, if you're new to self-tanning and you don't know that these bronzing mousses has a guard in it, it is what you see, the very, very dark color you see when you apply it, that washes away. So if it looks streaky, if you're like, oh my gosh, this is the darkest tan in the whole world, do not worry because they have a guard in them. That's how it helps you see if you are applying it evenly. So once you have worn it for 8 hours, that goes for both of these, rinse that off and that will go away, and then you're left with your tan. The guard on the St Tropez is more streaky than on the Loving Tan, in my opinion. This one applies more evenly. The St Tropez just seems to be more streaky upon application. As far as the packaging, this one is the cutest by far. I mean, look how cute this is. Also, I love that it has a black lid, because with the Loving Tan, you can see all that nasty, like, it just looks dirty because there's self-tanner in there. So as far as packaging, I like this one better. So what you all probably came to this video for is to know whether or not this is actually darker than the Loving Tan. And yes, it is. It is several shades darker. That is why I have actually been using this. I prefer it over this for that reason, because I am super white and I want to be really dark in the summertime. Now, this is not extremely dark. I'm not changing race or anything, but it is darker than the darkest Loving Tan one. So if you are using Loving Tan and it's just not getting you as dark as you want, I do recommend using this. Another great thing about the St Tropez compared to the Loving Tan, when it fades, I get these awful patches right here in my elbows, on my legs, just everywhere. When it fades, it does not fade evenly. The St Tropez fades way better than the Loving Tan one. This one actually fades out well, like your color kind of goes away all at one time. You're not left with streakiness, patches. It looks like you have birthmarks all over your body pretty much. If you're a self-tanner, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the very last thing I want to say about this in comparison is that the Loving Tan, in all self-tanners that I have ever used, and I've used a ton, there is always going to be a little bit of that self-tanner smell. You'll just have to deal with that if you want to self-tan. But as far as these two go, I prefer the Loving Tan smell over St Tropez. This has a more of a perfume smell that I'm not really the biggest fan of. Now, it does go away after about 10-15 minutes. The smell does fade away, but when you're applying it, there is a perfume smell to it that I'm just not a huge fan of. So with all of that said, I want to go ahead and say that I have went ahead and replaced my Loving Tan with the St Tropez just because it is so much darker and it fades so much better. So I saw another girl review this. Her name is Halsey. I will link her channel down below. We want to give credit where credit is due around here, and she said that she was really loving it. She is white like myself, and she had been using Loving Tan as well, and she had replaced it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot because her tan looks so good, and she was just super dark, and I just thought it looked so good on her. So I gave it a shot. I'm glad that I did because I really like it. I'm getting more for my money. I'm super dark. Aside from being sticky all night long, which I do absolutely hate, it is worth it to me in the end to be super tan because that's what I'm here for to start with. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer those for you, and I will see you all in my next video.